So you have a new bow. You might have bought brand new, found one in a garage sale, or be given one. As you examine the bow, you see these strange markings, something about those numbers. So you ask about them on Reddit. These are fairly straightforward, but if you're unfamiliar with archery, it might feel like you're missing something obvious, and sometimes boys will assume that you know what the numbers mean and leave out the units. So let's break down what you will typically see. The most important number is the draw weight. That is, how heavy or strong the bow is. This is essential because if you're new to archery, you really don't want a bow that is too strong, as it can be difficult to use and cause injury. The draw weight is conventionally measured in pounds, either as the LBS shorthand or the pound sign. That's a hashtag for you millennials. It's important to note that draw weight changes with draw length. The longer your draw length, the higher the weight on your fingers. The shorter you draw, the lower the weight. As a convention, the draw weight is measured at 28 inches, which is an average person's draw length. Hence, many bows will have the draw weight and the 28-inch draw length. If the length is missing, assume that it is measured at 28 inches. What this means is that if you are a taller person with longer arms, the bow will be heavier than what it shows on the label, and vice versa for a shorter person with shorter arms. The next common number you will see is the bow length, measured in inches. This is mostly just to tell you how long the bow is when strung, but it's also useful to know if you're replacing the string. Now, just to blow your mind, when you buy, say, a 68-inch string, the string itself isn't 68 inches long, it's about 65 inches. This is called the AMO standard. When you buy a bowstring, you are choosing the length based on the bow, so manufacturers can give you the right string for your bow and you, the buyer, don't have to guess how long it should be. There's also a caveat with draw weight that pops up here. We mentioned before that draw weight changes with draw length, but it also changes with bow length. This is the case with takedown bows, where the limbs are replaceable. If you use the limbs with a longer riser, the draw weight decreases. If you put them on a shorter riser, the draw length increases. The labels will indicate what the draw weight will be for the total bow length. There's one last number that might appear, and that's the serial number. Nothing much to say about that. Like with most manufactured goods, it's there to trace when and where it was made, but honestly I've never needed to know or record it. But you might do so when logging your equipment, or if you're a club doing an audit of your gear and you have to list them in case it gets stolen. Like this very specific SAS Atmos that was nicked from a clubhouse years ago. There's like one of these in Australia, especially with this very cheap Hoyt arrow stuck onto it, but I digress. Anyway, hopefully that stops you from being haunted by numbers. Thanks for watching.